burn more calories as well. Once you've actually done workout, if you've done a grit class or where you're doing some strength training work, your metabolism is still building up, and then afterwards you're actually burning, you're still continuing to burn calories.
So is grit classed as cardio or weights?
It's a mixture of both.
It's a mixture of
Yeah.
both.
Yeah. That's a 30-minute high intensity class. So, and that is geared around cardio work as well as strength, because you're doing both. So, but still, the combination of both, it's at a high intensity. The key words there are high intensity, and that's what's causing that extra elevated level. Your heart rate's up throughout that class, and then you're still fat burning afterwards, which is really cool, isn't it? People are doing really going, yeah. I had someone, and I will say briefly, I actually had someone ask me today, they were quite upset the fact that they are considered overweight because of this BMI, okay, body mass index. Now, those scale things are wrong, okay? I'm overweight on a BMI level, okay? So, unfortunately, and even many athletes are, and I think it's a shame because it's put out there as that's the way you should go, put yourself in a BMI, where do I fit, and I'm overweight. And if you have a heavier muscle mass, it will come with obese. So please, just unfortunately, those are not a true indicator of a normal person. Okay, because I've actually had a few clients, they've been to their doctors, they're using apps on their phone and putting in their BMI, and the person's coming out overweight when they're not necessarily overweight. So I'm finding that a bit disturbing.
It is disturbing. I've seen, like it said, that they had this rugby union player come, and there was not 1 ounce, he was just pure muscle. Yeah. No fat, pure muscle. BMI, he was obese.
Yeah.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
It doesn't actually measure the amount of muscle that you have in your body, and that's a critical factor. We've had a DEXA scan. If anyone wants to go, it's really cool. No. It's a similar thing if anyone's had their bone density checked for osteoporosis, which my mum has because she's osteoporotic. But is that a word? Anyway,
it is now. It sounds good.
If you want to go, we had a big chat after we were all in Sydney last year at the fitness conference, and we got a good deal. I rang up the guy in the city here in Melbourne, and he will give you a deal because you normally need 2 scans over a certain, and in fact it's 12 months almost since we've been. Now you're just laying in a machine, and it just basically scans you up and down, not undressed or anything, just socks and shoes off and stuff, and it'll tell you exactly your body fat, how much bone you have, how much, whether your muscles, exactly what you're made up. Okay. Function, strength training helps improve our function. We take a lot of things for granted. We want to be fit for our kids and grandkids and all that down the line. So, really important. And the other thing, as we've just said, is stretching, flexibility and core work, another important factor of exercise. Is anyone doing Pilates here? No? Okay. Because the stretching side of it, working our core, and the things we do is, say, in body balance, we're working some really good things there where we're lengthening out through our muscles, because if we do all cardio and strength training, our muscles are actually shortening. So we need to try and lengthen them. And any of you who know Natasha, who does class here, she does a lot of balance. She's the Russian lady. She was in the Russian ballet, and she said to me some time ago, because she's quite a tall lady already, but as a kid growing up in the Russian ballet, she did school through it as well. They had did radical things that we would freak out. When you're at school, they were actually sitting on the floor doing their studies with one of their persons sitting on their back to stretch them, and while their legs are out here, so they were stretching for hours, and she's actually grown an inch in her lifetime from stretching. And strong core, I think many of us already know the benefits of having strong core muscles, and if you've done Pilates, I'm Pilates trained as well, underneath our 6-pack of muscles, which we all have, is all our deep core muscles, which we need to use for our function all the time. Whenever we're in places, walking around, doing things, we need to engage our core, and we need to do that with everything we do. Okay, putting on shoes, on-the-job tasks, healthy back. Someone asked about, was that healthy back, Fiona? Was that you with back? Yeah. So strong core is really important for that sort of thing as well. Okay. Good posture. It's important. I mean, I've had people who've hurt their backs just from, as I said, picking up a piece of their soap in the shower. Again, you have to think about when you're bending over, to switching on your core, even certain activities, because we might automatically do it when we go to pick up a weight, but then you might be at home and reaching for something, but we haven't thought about it first and we haven't switched on our core muscles. So it's important to have that in the back of our mind throughout our days. Okay. The other thing, really good thing as far as exercise is interval and circuit training. Hands up who's doing the grip class here. Okay, so we've got 3. Yeah, cool. The advantages of doing interval work or a grit class is that you're actually taking yourself to the next level. The grit is a 30-minute high intensity, which gives you a great opportunity to really take it out of your comfort zone. And interval work can be other things as well, where you actually do, like if you're doing a run or a jog or a walk, then you could do a jog for a little bit and then back it off. And then you do a little bit of run again and back it off. So we're doing a bit more of interval work and building up your fitness and basically challenging your body whenever you're doing a workout. Okay? So that's interval is a great thing to do.
So hands up who has done grit. Can you both describe in your own words what you think of grit? Should people be frightened of it?
No, you should embrace it, I think. I get a little bit nervous before every class.
So does the instructor.
But I love it. I really look forward to it.
Yeah. During it, I think, what am I doing if I'm going to die? And then afterwards, I'm like, I'm so glad I did that. And I think,
And you're training really hard, girl. Yeah.
And what are the benefits? So you're feeling good and it's hard, but...
I'm just more energetic.
Okay.
That's the big feedback I'm getting back from grit is people that day and that next day they're just feeling so much more energetic and they feel really fit.
It's a challenge.
I can't believe how much I sweat in it compared to if I did a whole hour class.
Yeah.
I sit there going,
That's intensive.
I can feel it pouring as I'm doing my push-ups.
Does anyone want more information about grit? Because I've got it here as well. So there's a few, this is our grit news, so once a month Nikki puts together, anyone else wanted that? Yeah, if you come to the grit you're going to get it anyway, but we're giving it early because we can. But it's, the thing with grit is it's actually scientifically put together, okay?
It's a trusted product.
Trusted product. Anyone else?
Everyone is strengthened.
This, it's just a bit of information about
I
it.
do a lot of running and jumping, so that's the thing that...
Burpees.
With your back.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Then there's options for the burpees, but you get to build up, strengthen up your core and you'll be able to do it
Okay.
over time, progress into it.
Okay.
I haven't for ages because I started getting bored.
Oh, yes, I can help. We're going to
Yes.
have a chat around that.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so advantages of the interval work is it's normally short, sharp, doesn't go for too long, and really works and challenges our body. Okay? And it's also great for fat loss, which is really cool. Okay? The types of interval workouts, you can either change the time that you do it, the intensity, the recovery period that you have, and the number of repetitions, because you can work really hard at interval work even on a weight-based workout as well. There's so many variables, there's too many to go into tonight. But the point is, whatever exercise you guys are doing right now, we need to balance it out and try and get as much variety in there, but challenge yourself as well. Okay? So, apps. I thought there's a really good thing that was in Body and Soul, and I put the link in there. They had the top 50 apps for exercise, and I thought there were some really cool ones. Has everyone got an iPhone? No? Yes? Yeah. Some yes, some no. I'm sure there's some on Android as well. But these are just some. There's people are using MyFitnessPal. Is anyone using some really good apps that they'd like to share about when they're recording their exercise?